on the grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every play. We define. Party live. Feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring the heat. Watch it shine. This leg is on, we on grind. It's game time. Light shine. All eyes on the line. Every move, every prime. Play, we define. Heart be loud. Feel the prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
It is the final Friday before Christmas. And what should my wandering eyes should appear but a Hoosier Heartland doubleheader on ISC Sports Network. We are so glad you're here. A pleasant evening, everybody. Alongside our broadcast partner, Kristen Hazley, I'm John Natali, and we have got a great slate of games for you here tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you by Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first, by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. By Rossville Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. By the Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. She's very festive tonight, Miss Kristen Hazley. Let's get right to it. Keys to victory. We got ourselves a good one, brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company, where every cut is elite and every customer is family. These two teams elite in the Hoosier Heartland Conference.
Yeah, this truly is an early Christmas present, and it's going to start off right from the beginning. Keys to the game, point guard battle. When we talk about, Mallory O'Brien and Kinley Randall being some freshman point guards that really have to handle the ball and handle some different pressure, limiting turnovers is going to be extremely important. Secondly, they've got to own the glass. Whichever team is able to create more second chance points in the paint has a great advantage going into this one. And finally, number 3, defense into points. Can you turn them over and get some points going the other way?
So, these two teams sit atop the Hoosier Heartland Conference. Rossville at 10-1 and Carroll at 9-1. Both teams undefeated. Rossville has a slight advantage, 4-0. Carroll 2-0. And look, and the lights are off.
I know.
And let's get them festive. There we go with a click of the switch.
There
and look
we
at
go.
That.
Now we're
having
ready.
A good old time here in the ISC
We're warmed up now.
Sports Network studio. Kristen Hazley, John Natali, so happy to be with you on this Friday evening. Just a lot going on. We're going to be here tomorrow. Rossville and Central Catholic are going to go at it from West Lafayette. Kristen, you were telling me today that just lots going on with the weekend, the family, all that good kind of stuff. But let's get what you're thinking as far as, well, have a first look. Like, what are we going to get into that really needs to separate these two teams?
Well, to begin with, these teams are very similar. We talked about already the freshman point guards, but they both have big interior presence as well. We talk about Addie Gorbett. We talk about, Jillian Saltz. Which big woman can establish her presence early on and really dominate that paint? That could be the difference. Both teams' leading scorers are right about 13 points. Top rebounders right there at 9 per game. And I mean, again, the rim protection, both Saltz and Burkle averaging over a block per game. They're very evenly matched. I'm excited to see how this one goes. I honestly think it's going to be one of the best games so far.
Both of these teams are starting 5, absolutely fantastic. Both have strong benches, and that's why Rossville's 10-1 and Carroll sits at 9-1. The last time that these two teams got together was in the sectionals of last year. Carroll winning that one 43-38. The personnel has changed quite considerably for those past that matchup, and Carroll leads the all-time series 18-1. However, Carroll has won 4 of the last 5. So that'll be something to look out for in this one.
Yeah, it's really interesting, John. I mean, both of these teams obviously can score. We've seen both of them, find points from behind the arc as well as moving it into the post. But here's the thing, they also both defend really well. Both of these teams only allowing that mid-30s average points allowed per night and, averaging over 50. So again, it's just looking like an even stacked deck at the beginning of this one. It's going to be fun to see what the difference makers throughout this first half are going to be.
We're going to take a break. We come back, we'll have your starting lineups and then the beginning of 32 minutes of basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Looking over your Carroll starters, brought to you by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. For head coach Brady Wiles, now in his 7th year in the Carroll Cougars, it'll be number 3, Kinley Randall, number 4, Maddie Isley, number 10, the junior Eliza Reinhardt, Jillian Saltz, the senior center, number 11, and Olivia Schroeder, number 21, rounds out the top 5. And then again, these pre-games have just turned into something else. I feel like I'm at Cambridge Fieldhouse. And with the Pacers intros, but for head coach Jennifer Jacoby, now in her 3rd year at the helm of the Lady Hornets, it's number 2, Victoria Vanderwall, Allie Elliott, Addie Gorbett, the freshman Mallory O'Brien, and then the senior forward Ava Burkle rounds out the top 5. 3 double-digit scores within the starting 5 for Rossville, and Gorbett, O'Brien, and Burkle. Burkle leading the way by just a percentage point over the freshman Mallory O'Brien.
And Gorbett and Burkle also leading the team in rebounding, almost going right back and forth at each other for that one. So again, those are 2 major pieces for Rossville. If they can get going early, they could create themselves a little comfortable lead and make it tough for Carroll to battle back in.
Our officials for tonight brought to you by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Do a fantastic job of officiating is in your wheelhouse. Then please go to ihsaa.org. There's a shortage of referees, officials, umpires all across the board. And people like Doug Nelson, Jack Barron, and Herb Teal started off going that same route, but you get training and you help these student athletes out, because without them you can't play. And we are underway in Rossville. And it will go in favor of the Lady Hornets.
Hot start.
Right out of bounds. Here we go. Oh, right off the noggin of O'Brien. Boy, the ball's everywhere in the first 2 seconds.
Not exactly the cleanest of starts here for either team.
On the dribble drive, little floater off the back iron, no good. Backside rebound, and there she is, Ava Burkle. Leading the team in rebounds. She gets the first 2, and Rossville on the board. That's Maddie Isley. Just going to swing it on top of that perimeter. 3-2 zone for Rossville. Isley thought about it, and that ball tipped around off the back of Elliott, and Gorbett tracks it down.
Nice job by Rossville there, just getting into the passing lanes. As soon as they see Carroll, just bobbling the ball a little bit there.
O'Brien tries it. Off the back iron, long rebound.
And that is her shot. We saw her go off for about 5 in the first half last week. So that is definitely within range there for Mallory O'Brien.
Backside rebound. Maddie Isley puts Cougars on the boards, tied at 2s. O'Brien's going to handle the basketball. Majority good look down low to Elliott.
I like that Rossville right now really mixing up the offensive looks as Carroll continues to battle against that zone. I like that they're trying to attack into the paint, but, you know, Rossville pulling up for some open threes, a good shot, and then also finding those interior pieces early on so they can get comfortable down there on the block.
Saltz went with strength to the hoop. Got hit on the arm by Gorbett. That'll be her first. And Saltz can't hit it. There's a dent in Jillian Salt's game. It is at the free throw stripe, only 64%. But tonight's game brought to you by Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt. Little stutter step on the drive. Saltz missed them both. That's going to send Ava Burkle to the line.
Yeah, we saw Jillian Saltz, you know, obviously who they want to run a lot of that offensive movement through. But you said it, you know, a little bit of a dent in her game is from that free throw line. She does an exceptional job of getting to the free throw line. Just there could be a little bit more effective if she raises that percentage a little bit.
Ava Burkle the same way, only 60% from the stripe. She misses a first. And gets that one. Burkle up to 3. And it's a 3-point advantage for the Lady Hornets. There's Reinhardt. Here's a 3 ball. Off the back iron, no good, but a long chase down rebound for Carroll. On the up and under, no good. Isley with the backside rebound, tangled up. Be a jump ball, and it'll stay with Carroll.
It looked like, let's see, who was that getting into the post there? It's hard. Kinley Randall, I think. It's hard with the dark jerseys, but, you know, we saw her get into the post quite a few times. She's great with that Euro step and controlling her body.
Here's O'Brien. Now Allie Elliott. Just patient from the Lady Hornets. O'Brien on the drive, went up with the right hand, and she's going to go to the free throw line. And that's 2 on Saltz.
And I love this ability by Mallory O'Brien to get downhill. You see her just widen out a little bit, sees the space, and attacks into the paint. And from there, she's usually very, very good at finishing, obviously creating the contact. It's just a high basketball IQ play by O'Brien there.
They gave that foul to Kinley Randall. That bailed out Saltz. So Randall with 1. And O'Brien sinks them both. 82% from the stripe for the freshman guard. And it's a 5-point advantage for Rossville. Reinhardt into the paint and almost threw it away, but Saltz collects. Reinhardt going to try it and went way long. O'Brien was on the baseline and possession to Carroll.
Yeah, and you see Rossville just kind of sitting back in that zone right now. They're going to force Carroll to almost shoot their way out of it right now. You see them giving a few open looks from behind the arc, but until Carroll starts sinking any of them, you're really not too concerned.
Salt's going to try it. In and out, no good. And Gorbett with the rebound. Up ahead to O'Brien. And Isley got a little bit too much of Gorbett on that one. Be the first on Maddie Isley.
And Maddie Isley's a great wing defender, but we see that from her rather, honestly, we see it almost every game where she just gets a little bit ahead of her body there on her defensive aggressiveness.
The lob pass to Gorbett. And it's going to be another foul. 2 quick ones on Maddie Isley. Oh, they called it on Gorbett. Wow, okay. So that's the second on Gorbett.
Yeah, and that is big news there for Rossville. Obviously, they've got other options. They're pretty deep, but that is a senior leader for you anchoring that post.
Working the top of the perimeter. It's Reinhardt on the drop down to Saltz. Isley, good pump fake into the lane and got bothered. Over to Elliott on the right wing. And she's going to take a step back jumper and got the friendly roll.
How about that? Nice little screen there set by Burkle, and Allie Elliott just comes out of it, sees some daylight, and right back at him.
Splashes a triple.
And that is big right there for Carroll. Obviously only their second bucket of the game, but able to kind of get back into this one and kind of break the ice on that rim.
Tonight's game brought to you by Dangan Funeral Home with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Dangan Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved ones. For more information on their services and community involvement, please visit dangana.com. Dangan Funeral Homes, where we put family first. On a very chilly Friday night. I don't know how, but only 6 days until Christmas, but Allie Elliott already putting some presents under the tree with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, beautiful little shot there. And then on the other side, it's Saltz. That corner spot, she's very comfortable there, and you see a beautiful little arc on that shot. And again, a massive one for Carroll to get right back into this one and get some, here we go, a little bit of full court pressure going.
O'Brien got it back. There's Vanderwall. Off the front iron, no good. Chased down by Isley. And Mallory O'Brien with the steal on the other end. Good look down low. Burkle to Elliott again. And that'll send Allie Elliott to the free throw line.
Yeah, and you see O'Brien just picking the pocket here. And then look at the awareness by Burkle. She knows she's got the double team. Finds her teammate over across there. And well done by Allie Elliott to get to the line.
That's point number 5 for Allie Elliott. And that's 2 fouls on Jillian Saltz. Elliott sinks them both.
I got 2 big players in some foul trouble early. You mentioned Addie Gorbett's got 2, and now Jillian Saltz with 2 fouls as well.
Carroll down 6. And a turnover, and it looks like Adeline Farley just into the contest, the freshman. There's Reinhardt, guarded by Burkle. Braley Springer. Reinhardt thought about it. Isley on the take. Went up with the right hand, but got bothered again.
It's a good attack into the paint, just can't quite find the finish.
Elliott gonna try it. Got it.
All right, Allie Elliott is feeling it early in the first quarter. Second long range shot there, nothing but net.
She's got a quick 9 out of the gate. Here's Isley, top of the arc. Braley Springer. That's Tristan Harder, number 2, into the contest, and blocked by Burkle.
Now, we mentioned it early on that Burkle is one of those players that's averaging over 1 block per game, so you knew she was going to play a factor at some point. You know, rim protection when you're in that zone can be very important, and Burkle really stepping up and filling that role right now for the Rossville defense.
The lead, the largest it's been at 9. Carroll has had little trouble getting things going. Here's a corner 3. Off the iron, no good, and Elliott with the rebound. Up ahead, good look to Farley. Got it, and going to line for the 3-point play.
And Rossville right now is just beating Carroll in transition. We saw it, Burkle dumping it off earlier there, and then another heads-up play down the court. And how about that? She goes up, makes the contact, able to finish, and she'll go to the line to finish the 3-point play.
That was on Malia Spiker. Didn't see her in the last contest that we had here on the ISC Sports Network. But she picks up the foul, and that's the 5th team foul. Off the back iron, no good. Reinhardt got the rebound, and a foul on the floor.
And if you're a Carroll right now, you just want to settle yourself in, get a solid inbounds play off of this. But Rossville right now is just doing all the simple things really well. You've got to try and find a way to stay in this one early.
That foul is on Farley. 3rd team foul. On the kick out, the swing, Springer. There's Harder with it. Reinhardt on the drive, and she had the push off.
How about that? Great defensive stand there by Rossville. It's Farley again that just able to move her feet, keeps that angle. As long as you keep your angle straight and you're moving your hips and your body, yeah, like it's a great call there by the referee.
Good look down low. Elliott goes to work. Feeling it. No good. Ball chased down by Elliott. Got tied up. O'Brien comes away with it. Minute 30. Pullback jumper off the front iron, no good. Vanderwall ended up with it. Ball still on the ground, and here comes Carroll. And that's going to be against Farley. That's going to be her 2nd.
And Carroll now giving Rossville a little taste of their own medicine there, getting the ball up in transition. And you see Adeline Farley there just stuck in a bad position, has to reach in, get the foul. But that's what happens when you move the ball quickly.
Carroll has been stuck on 5 for quite a while. Just can't muster a clean shot. Here's Reinhardt. Got cut off. Springer into the paint. Backside drive and into the hands of Reinhardt. And a jump ball. And that'll belong to Rossville. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County. They offer free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking and vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. Under 45. O'Brien with the 3. In and out, no good. Burkle with the rebound, goes up strong, couldn't get it to go. But Ava Burkle back to the line, looking for points 4 and 5.
Yeah, and Rossville's just looking super comfortable right now. Mallory O'Brien with some space to get the shot off, and then really no challenge for Burkle there to grab the offensive rebound, and she'll get back to the line. But again, it's just Rossville in their bag of tricks early on in this first quarter.
Burkle can't get it. Tonight's game brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention, all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. They provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. Burkle misses both. The lead's still at 12. And another steal. Good look ahead from Elliott. Vanderwall finishes.
Man, the Hornets are just running away with it right now in the first quarter, and they're just sharing the ball. They've got their head up. They know where the next pass is going. You just feel like they're a little bit smoother. Even there in defense, they're rotating really well. This Rossville team is just playing some of their best basketball early on in this quarter.
on the inbound. 5 seconds, 3 ball. Off the iron, no good. Chase down, got it up. And instead of a block, it's going to be a foul. And that'll send Olivia Schroeder to the free throw line.
Little spotlight free throws to end the quarter.
Burkle picks up the foul. Schroeder in and out.
Yeah, just been a lid on the basket for Carroll in this first quarter, it feels like.
Trying to cut it to 13, and she does. Six. Rossville Hornets in the book on the scoring side held the Cougars to 6 points. The lead is 13. Second quarter coming up on the IC Sports Network.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
The lead is 13. The Rossville Lady Hornets held Carroll to just 6 points. Jillian Saltz hit a 3. Maddie Isley got a bucket, and then Olivia Schroeder hit 1 free throw. But 6 different Lady Hornets in the scoring side. As Vanderwall, Elliott, O'Brien, Burkle, and Adeline Farley on the books. And look at that. The man with the broken wing is back in studio, Adam Clendenning. Glad he's feeling okay. Good to see him here. Sean Walker, our producer this evening, came in just a festive mood.
It's almost Christmas. This is an early Christmas present. You know, I think we'll probably tighten the score back up at some point. Carroll, we've seen this before. It may be a slow shooting starting team, but they can hit some open shots.
Schroeder went way long on the three-point opportunity. Burkle got the board, and here comes Rossville. Right down the lane. Vanderwall going to try it. Off the front iron, no good. There's O'Brien.
And Carroll dropping into a zone here. Which, honestly, I like this move for the Cougars. You know, going on with some of that full court pressure. O'Brien was doing such a nice job of breaking it really easily and finding those outlet passes that they were giving up a lot of layups in transition.
They're trying to find Gorbett down in the post, but they're just going to work the perimeter. Still can't find her. They're going to swing it all the way around. Now Burkle with the basketball. Goes baseline, guarded by Isley. O'Brien. Better defense here from Carroll, now in a 2-3 zone. And that ball stripped away. Good effort from Carroll.
There's the live ball turnovers that Carroll's used to being able to produce there.
Saltz thought about it. On the dribble drive, good Euro step. Couldn't get it to finish, though.
Anyone that's tuned into our broadcast before knows that is her bread and butter. She loves that little step through Kinley Randall. She's quick, and she's got a great on-ball presence to just know how to slice through the D.
Did everything right, just couldn't finish the bucket. Isley. Straightaway 3. Got it. Maddie Isley up to 5 and cuts the lead to 10.
That's great news there for Carroll. That one from deep, and it could maybe give them some momentum, but again, right back the other way. Great job attacking the baseline there.
That's a strong take from Adeline Farley. She's up to 4 and a lead back up to 12. There's Saltz. Working against Gorbett. Good look to Isley and took some steps. Tonight's game brought to you by Tier 1 Meat Company. They take pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels family with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, they bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by vets, every cut is elite, and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora, or visit us online at tier1meatco.com. And Adeline Farley stepped into that one and buried a triple.
Yeah, the freshman again, and she is from way out there. Just found herself wide open, and no pressure, nice and easy, nothing but net. See right here, no one even steps up, and she's even holds the follow-through, got the hand in the cookie jar. Excellent form.
Looks a lot like her older brother, Alex, the Swan. And that finds the bottom of the basket. Jillian Saltz up to 5.
Yeah, and that's good to see her get going, but then you've got to get back in transition again. With O'Brien pushing the pace, she's so comfortable in finding the open player. You've got to get back on defense.
There's a 3 ball. Riley Springer now on the board. 26-14. Burkle all the way to the cup. Couldn't finish. Isley with the rebound. Saltz. And it looks like it got partially blocked underneath. Isley, short jumper, missed everything. Rossville basketball.
A little bit of a wild series there for both teams. But well done by Carroll to kind of come back right at transition. But again, just needing to dominate your own paint, find some rebounds. Can you create some second chances?
O'Brien. Farley thought about it. 2-man with Burkle. Oh, left her in her footsteps. Ooh. Oh, I wanted her to hit that. That would have been a Sports Center top 10.
Oh, that would have been, for sure, easily top 10 for me. But, man, how about the ball handling skills there? And, I mean, again, just a freshman and one of the taller players on the court as well.
On the dribble drive. Up and under. And it's fouled. It'll send Reinhardt to the line. Let's see who they give it to.
Yeah, really need Reinhardt to start making her mark on this game. You know, typically she's good for about that 11, 12 points a game and a big 9 or 10 rebounds as well.
She sinks the free throw. That's her first point. Averages 12 a contest. Under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. And Reinhardt gets them both.
And that's big right there for Reinhardt. Can she use that momentum and try and get involved in that offense? You know, it's either got to be Saltz or Reinhardt that really steps in and makes a push right here.
Carroll held to 5 points in that first quarter. Already 11 here in the second. Playing better basketball. Just got to figure out a way to stop the Lady Hornets. On the drive. And if that's on Jillian Saltz, that's going to be number 3.
That could be big trouble for the Cougars, but nice job just recognizing there that Tori Vanderwall has the lane. She can go with speed and put Jillian Saltz in that difficult position defensively.
They gave the foul to Isley, but that's her second as Vanderwall sinks to free throw. Tonight's game brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, they rank #1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in the athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is #1 across the board and around the community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more info or call them at 765-379-2990 and set up an on-site visit. The lead is 12. .336 left in the second quarter.
And it has been really fun this first half so far to see both of these freshman point guards go at it. Mallory O'Brien, every time we see her, it seems like she gets a little bit more comfortable in that point guard role and really showing tonight that she can take care of the ball and she can break that pressure and create some easy buckets for her team.
She doesn't have the scoring output that she has. Here's a pull-up three. Overshot everything, and Burkle flies in for the rebound. And Vanderwall with it. Up ahead, down low. Farley was down there all alone, but good hustle defense. That was Kinley Randall on the good hustle back.
Yeah, it's a great heads-up play. Farley's down there, but well done by Randall. Doesn't get into the body, keeps it clean.
But
Big
good
time
look
block.
underneath. Farley. Or that was Gorbett. And that'll send the senior, Addie Gorbett, to the free throw line, looking for her first point.
And that's how good this Rossville team is Addie Gorbett can have a really quiet first half, and they can still produce double-digit scores, and they can still have a comfortable lead going into the halftime. And that's just how balanced and deep this Rossville Hornets team is.
She shoots it well from the free throw stripe, 76%, and sinks them both. This is the largest lead, 14. Poked away from O'Brien, will stay with Carroll. In the corner, good look down low. Salts, excellent move.
Yeah, that's a great move on the block by Salts. A nice job to feel the defender out and get one off the glass.
O'Brien working from the logo. Vanderwall now in the corner. That ball found its way on the ground. Still on the ground. We're going to have a jump ball. It's going to stay with Rossville.
You see a nice little spin move there, and she's able to just get the angle on the defender. A nice, easy lay-in, and those are some of those quick passes where if they can find the windows, you can really break that zone down for some layups.
Maddie Isley and Olivia Schroeder re-enter for head coach Brady Wiles. And Merry Christmas to me. Off of Randall's back, couldn't finish it coast to coast. And it's Rossville basketball. Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. They are a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that they've expanded the services into Carroll County, they're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to the Fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. And for the fine residents of Rossville, as we'll wait for this possession to end, it finally does. But Mulberry Telecommunications will be coming to Rossville in 2026.
That's not too far away.
That is not.
Sneaks up on you.
O'Brien cuts the defense and puts it in with the offhand.
Man, and that is how you run the floor. You just see her, the floor general, observing what she's got and taking it to the hoop, making it look way easier than it should be.
And on the finish, Kinley Randall with some strength on the block, and she'll go to the line for the three-point play.
Heck yeah, you love to see it. Getting the ball on the baseline, gets a nice little power dribble in there, creates the contact and finishes through it. Big time play by Kinley Randall.
Actually, that was Tristan Harder,
Excuse
my
me.
mistake.
That's what I get for trusting you, John.
Don't ever do that. Elliott grabs the board. Harder can't complete the three-point play. She shoots it from 88%, so a rare miss. Underneath, Cadence Roby.
Again, it's just too easy in that transition for Rossville. All they've got to do is get a defender on the block, but Cadence Roby is left wide open.
Reinhardt and Burkle denied it. Off of 34, she didn't like it. But good defense. 7 Lady Hornets on the scoring side of the book. On the kick out, Saltz with it. Into the paint. Here's a kick out. Schroeder thought about it. Back down low. Rossville basketball.
Some good defensive stance there by Rossville. You can just see, Carroll, the ball is just sticking a little bit as they're trying to move it. If they could pick up that speed of the passes a little bit, might be able to find Rossville late rotating over somewhere.
O'Brien with a short jumper. Off the front iron, no good. And here comes Carroll. Isley had the idea, but airmailed that one. It'll stay with Carroll. 48 seconds left on the clock. And the Cougars down 14.
Wide open.
Free ball. Back iron, no good. Isley with the backside rebound. Schroeder going to try it. That one off the iron. O'Brien collects and stripped away. The up and under couldn't finish. And Burkle comes away with the rebound. Under 30.
You love the hustle there by Eliza Reinhardt, just not able to finish it.
Burkle on the drive, got cut off. Elliott goes up. Couldn't get it, but she's going to go line looking for points 10 and 11. Tonight's game brought to you by Wamplers. Is there a place where recycling always makes sense? Please call Wamplers at 659-3221 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wamplers Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. Elliott, the first in double digits with 10.
Allie Elliott, just a sophomore. And again, she's one of those secondary scorers that, if Gorbit's getting shut down or, perhaps even Ava Burkle's not getting some looks that she likes, Allie Elliott's someone that can come in and can get you 10 points in a half,
10 seconds. Cougars need something. Saltz on a dribble drive. Good look underneath. Back to Saltz, and again, a block, this time from Allie Elliott.
Oh, man. And they find Saltz well, and Allie Elliott just rotating over. Ooh, tight on that one, but she made no mistake.
Long three. Off the backboard and iron, no good. The largest lead it's been at 16 as the Hornets go into the break up 16, 36-20 against the Carroll Cougars. First place supremacy on the Hoosier Heartland Conference on the line. We'll come back with some halftime analysis right here on the IC Sports Network.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable. Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die. Inconceivable.
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable.
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
Back on the campus at Rossville High School, an ISC Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup between the two top teams in the conference, but the Rossville Lady Hornets out to a 16-point advantage against the Carroll Cougars. Welcome to our halftime show presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And Kristen, thoughts on the first half?
I mean, it was definitely a little bit more lopsided than I thought we would see coming in. With that being said, I mean, Rossville just playing so solid right now. You know, not one superstar leading the way, just really sharing the ball, finding the easy passes, and finding the easy buckets right now.
See the Grinch out on the floor. Favoring Cougars bench is the Grinch, but hopefully that'll change sides for Carroll in the second half. We'll take another break. We come back, some first half highlights for you on the ISC Sports Network.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grains, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Day and Ginda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day and Ginda Funeral Home, putting family first.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Back on the campus of Rossville High School, our first half highlights presented by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town.
Yeah, and early on, it was all Rossville. As you see, just finding the easy passes early on. Mallory O'Brien making it look easy, and then Allie Elliott just off the dribble screen there. She already turned her back before that was through the net. Then coming back the other way, we did see Carroll trying to claw their way back in with some outside shots, finding the post, but every time it was Rossville coming back with a big shot there. That was Allie Elliott again from way behind the arc. And then their transition game just so solid. They're the and one by Farley, but it's just so smooth and fast. You see the Carroll defense not recovering, and it's another easy layup for Rossville going the other way. And Carroll just a little bit slower on the offensive side, but still getting some looks there. Maddie Isley able to nail one from the center, and then back this way it was Farley again attacking the baseline, finding her way into the paint, creating the contact, and then how about this? Wide open, no doubt about it. Beautiful shot from our camera and a beautiful looking shot. And then Mallory O'Brien again with the little Euro step. A bit of like a 1 foot hopscotch there to finish, John. And finally going back the other way, it was Carroll finding their way into the paint for some buckets. but just Rossville doing a nice job of finding those paint touches, getting their players into a nice rhythm on the block. And you just see from those highlights, it seemed like it was much, much simpler for Rossville.
We'll take another break. When we come back, some halftime adjustments by both Coach Jennifer Jacoby and Brady Wiles. Hoosier Heartland basketball right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this? Well, this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Welcome back to our halftime show. Kristen Hazley, very festive.
Oh,
Kristen Hazley, John Natali. It don't have the dress up, but Natali does mean Christmas in Italian. Were you aware of that?
I think you told me that last week.
I think it's great information.
Because you beat me to the sweater and the festivities.
Let's get to some halftime adjustments brought to you by JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. Let them get to your head. Let's get into Jennifer Jacoby's head. What does Rossville need to do to maintain this 16-point advantage?
Well, look, I think you continue to play defense the way you're playing. Carroll's got to prove that they can either hit the outside shot or really start to move the ball around quick enough that you're getting caught out on rotations. But, I mean, holding Carroll just to the amount of points they did in that first half, that's a great defensive performance by Rossville. You know, continue to move that ball around. Mallory O'Brien getting the look she wants. And again, you know, we haven't even talked much about Addie Gorbett or Ava Burkle, so you do have those options in the post as well.
Let's go on the other side. Coach Brady Wiles. Now his team coming off a loss to Mackinac against the Braves this past Thursday, and they lost by 15 in that one. 46 points in that one, below the average there. What does Carroll need to do to start generating some offense?
Yeah, well, number one is they've got to get Jillian Saltz going. She had a really quiet first quarter, started to get some touches in the second quarter, but when she's able to get the ball on the post and really find some nice quality touches, she can swing the game and swing some of that momentum because she can do it on the defensive end first. But I think you start with finding her some high quality touches, and then, you know, you've got to have some support from Randall and Reinhardt as well.
Tonight's game brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications, offering high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. They're a local telecommunications cooperative and serving Clinton and Tippecanoe counties for over 120 years. Now that they've expanded the services into Carroll County, they're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. And attention, Rossville, coming to you in 2026. Mulberry Telecommunications, just about 9 miles down the road from here in Mulberry and Frankfort. Fantastic services, so be on the lookout. Early 2026. Speaking of sixes, 16 minutes of basketball left here in the second half. Game one of our doubleheader. On the dribble drive, couldn't finish it. Burkle bothered it again.
That's just the length of Ava Burkle and how solid she is on the post. You know, making it really tough even there for Randall to get through.
Vanderwall zigzagged her way into the paint and is going to go to the free throw line. You made a great point, Kristen, about haven't seen Addie Gorbett going yet. Haven't seen Mallory O'Brien get going yet. Ava Burkle. Elliott's got 11. Farley's got 7. Vanderwall looking for points 7 and 8. She does miss the front end.
Yeah, and you're happy when, two of those key players are underclassmen. We talked about O'Brien as well as Elliott, Farley as well as an underclassman. And, to just have that extra almost line of defense and someone that can step up and score for you is so valuable for Rossville.
Same starters for each side to start the second half. Isley, long three. Off the iron, no good. And good rebound, but Randall couldn't finish.
Yeah, Randall typically really savvy down there around the hoop, just not able to find one yet in the second half. And then an uncharacteristic turnover from Rossville there in transition, and that's what we didn't see from them in the first half, was they took great care of the ball, they made the simple pass, and made it really difficult for Carroll to stop them.
Down low, Saltz with the up and under, couldn't get it to go. Reinhardt with the rebound and with strength. Eliza Reinhardt now with 4.
That's just tough right there. Reinhardt just using the muscles, ripping the rebound free and going back up with it. Great hustle play there.
Vanderwall with the perimeter jumper, and she sinks it. She's got 9.
Nice little spot up.
Saltz all the way to the cup and got it to go.
That was a big play there for Julian Saltz, and it'll get Gorbett for the foul as well there. And again, she just got the angle, gets into the paint, and Gorbett's late rotating over, gets her with the hip check, and Saltz will try and complete the three-point play. Can that be the spark plug to get this Carroll offense going?
That is the 4th foul on Addie Gorbett.
That is early.
Just a minute 28 into the third quarter.
And that could, potentially, obviously we talked about Addie Gorbett not being as huge of a factor on the offensive end, but she is on the defensive end, as we've seen her play really solid down on that post. So does that go to Carroll's advantage? I say yes.
Turnover on Rossville. I don't think Coach Jennifer Jacoby ever sits down. No matter how much her team is up, she coaches from the first second to the 32nd minute.
I'd expect nothing less from the 1991 Indiana Miss Basketball.
Hall of Famer. Graduate of Purdue. She was on that 94 Final Four team.
Do you know what team she played for in the ABL? I had to look this one up today. The Portland Power.
How about that?
2 years in the ABL before the WNBA started.
Put you on the stats. That's why she's the best color analyst in the biz, folks.
Well, just back to Coach Jacoby. Look at her team playing so well, and you said it, the effort she puts on the sidelines, but also a coach that has collegiate experience. So to be able to give this kind of coaching ability to a Rossville schools is just really cool for this team.
And speak of the devil, she didn't like at all what she saw with her team up 14. So she calls a timeout. Give us a chance to talk about JXN Solutions. Tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard? Let them take care of it. They've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right. They offer 3 tiers of service that rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Call 765-242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. Kristen, you had mentioned the play of Addie Gorbett. Not to her average. Mallory O'Brien held short, but check this out. Adeline Farley averages 6 a night. She's already got 7. Victoria Vanderwall averages 4. She's got 9. Allie Elliott averages 7. She's got 11. So being able to expand that roster and expand that talent and expand that scoring between 3 players who are usually on the opposite end of the top 5, getting that done, and that's why Rossville has a 14-point advantage without their 2 top players really scoring a lot.
Yeah, and you kind of, if you've watched them throughout the season, you've seen them sort of grow into that ability. We saw the first few games, Mallory O'Brien at the point guard, a little bit shaky, and understandably for a freshman playing big varsity minutes. She has just grown more and more confident, and that shares off to Elliott. And Elliott, will spread that over to Gorbit, and, Vanderwall is in there as well. And it's just seems like these Hornets are just inspiring one another and sharing the ball really well and just creating great looks for each other.
O'Brien with the basketball. Hands it off to Farley.
Even at her height, Farley looks so agile and athletic out there on the ball.
Vanderwall into the paint. Little floater was denied by Saltz. And kicked off the foot of O'Brien. Isley got it.
You need more of that from Saltz if you're Carroll. If she can't get going on the offensive end, she can at least help you with some rim protection.
Good pump fake. Back to Saltz. And they'll have to reset from the right elbow. Now the swing, Schroeder with it. Saltz on the bounce with the left, got it to go.
Ooh, I think she put a little spin on that one, just kind of killed it, just died off of the backboard there, but a beautiful step through again by Saltz. You love to see them attacking the paint, and yeah, just a little rotate. That's such a steep angle. That's like a horse shot.
The first Cougar in double digits with 11. Just shy of her average, 13. But she's going to need some help to claw back into this lead from Rossville. There's O'Brien. Pullback three. Off the iron, no good. Backside rebound. Burkle couldn't get it, but she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, pregame we talked about one of the keys to the game for Carroll would be to try and win the glass, and they have just let it be so easy to grab an offensive rebound, whether it's Farley or Burkle down there on the post. We've seen a lot of second chance opportunities for Rossville.
Burkle gets it to go for point number 4. Lead 13. Carroll hasn't let Rossville run away with it. It's been about this range throughout most of the second quarter and here into the third. And a steal, Elliott with it. Picked up her dribble, needs help. Has it on the far side to Farley and over the timeline into the forecourt.
Yeah, you're right, John. It's not a massive lead, but the way they're playing, Rossville is playing right now, it's really hard for Carroll to get any kind of momentum going. If Carroll goes down and knocks a basket in, Rossville is coming right back with speed almost to – they're just trading baskets right now.
That far is on Randall. That's her third. Farley looking for points 8 and 9. Can't do it. Tonight's game brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, Post 976, serving the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfurt Eagles offer something for everyone. For more info on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt. Farley missed them both, but got the rebound back. Vanderwall all the way to the cup.
Vanderwall trying to take a page out of Kinley's book there.
There's Schroeder up top. Going to try it. Harder missed it. And got her own rebound. Underneath, Isley. There were 2 players down there. Let's see how they give this to. It'll send Isley to the line.
It's a good hustle play here by the Cougars just to not give up on the ball there. A nice job to grab the free ball. Finds Isley down on the block. A little bit too deep there, but if she can add a few from the free throw line, that'll help as well.
Point number 6 for the sophomore forward, Maddie Isley. Heck of a volleyball and softball player. There are 7 volleyball players and 6 softball players on this Carroll team, led by head coach Allison Richardson and Sydney Wiles.
Yeah, I love to see a nice, well-rounded athlete. I wish I could have played more sports for longer, but the fun part is once you graduate, then you get out of shape, and then you get to try and play all the sports. So it's almost like, you're just handicapping yourself to relearn them.
I am currently in an indoor soccer league. I don't say that I play indoor soccer. I say I go to indoor soccer.
I will have you know, Wednesday evening, I had little kickers with my nephews, and I am the undisputed champion of red light, green light.
That was my nickname in high school. Little kicker.
Undisputed champion?
No, little kicker. That's not true at all. O'Brien sinks the first and the second. So she's got 6, half of her average of 12. And the lead back to 14. Carroll can't close it, and Rossville can't extend it. On the up and under, Salts couldn't finish. Burkle with the rebound. Up ahead, good look. And Farley can't finish it. Reinhardt working against Burkle, tied up. We'll have a jump ball. Rossville basketball.
A little bit of back and forth there on the transition, and you see Rossville just taking a little bit better care of the ball. Carroll gets down there with some speed, and then a little bit of a bobble there just allows the jump ball, but those are those opportunities that Carroll really needs to take advantage of to try and get back into this one.
Small lineup in for Carroll. Let's see if Rossville can exploit this. Farley with the basketball, working a 2-man with Burkle. She's going to take a long 3. Missed everything.
Yeah, I would probably take a second look at that one, although Adeline Farley has been hot from the field. She had a great mismatch with, I believe, is Allie Elliott down there on the post.
Autumn Pascal into the ball game now, number 12 for the Lady Hornets. Farley bothered it, and it's going to be a foul. And that's going to be 4 on Adeline Farley. So a couple Lady Hornets in foul trouble. Farley's got 4 and Orbit's got 4.
And Carroll is still just hanging around there at that 12, 14 point difference. Again, you know, you get some momentum, you go on a little run, you're right back in this.
Randall got into the paint. She got knocked down. And that'll send the freshman to the free throw line, looking for her first 2 points. But not her strength here, only 56% from the line. That foul was on Pascal. That is the 4th team foul. And got it off the glass. Doesn't matter how it goes in.
The bank is open on a Friday evening.
I don't think I've ever seen it, honestly.
Hoosiers. Ollie, underhand. You've seen that.
Yes, but that was a movie. I don't think I've ever seen it in live action. So that cuts the lead to 12. And Carroll, they've had some defensive stops. They've held Rossville pretty quiet here in the second half to start the third quarter. But having some just trouble consistency. Finding a line. Tonight's game brought to you by Dangan Funeral Home, with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Dangan Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved ones. For more information on their services and community involvement, please visit dangan.com. Dangan Funeral Homes, where we put family first.
And you mentioned it, Carroll doing a nice job of slowing down some of Rossville's offensive production so far in the third quarter. Now can you lock in? Can you lock down your defense and get a few stops here?
Carroll showing some full court pressure. Oh, Bryan fell on it. And now the ball on the ground and picked up by Rossville.
Carroll doesn't look too happy with the call.
Well, if it's on Eliza Reinhardt, that is her 4th. It is. And Rossville in the bonus. So they'll shoot 2 with 2:04 left in the third.
Not exactly the best position here for Carroll. Obviously, if you can stay out of the bonus, you can be a little bit more aggressive with your defense there. One thing that they traditionally do really well that they've struggled to do tonight against Rossville is turning them over and getting some points in transition.
Elliott splits the pair. She's got a dozen, leading all scores. On the drive, there's going to be a foul. And that'll be the 5th team foul on Rossville, so that'll send Kinley Randall to the free throw line.
Yeah, we've talked about Kinley Randall's speed and her ability to get into the paint. We've seen her in previous games really navigate her way through some defenders, but that time, 4 or 5 Rossville Hornets just collapsing on her in the paint.
Her 3rd point. Victoria Vanderwall back into the contest, as is Olivia Schroeder. Hasn't been 11 for a while, and it still isn't. Ball chased down, but good hustle by Randall. On the swing, little floater off the front iron, no good. Vanderwall got it.
Yeah, is that 5 on Isley now?
That is the 4th on Maddie Isley.
Yeah, you can tell she's one of those multi-sport athletes. You love the aggression. You love her speed going towards the ball, but a lot of times she just gets caught a little bit out of control and ends up committing a foul.
Isley and Reinhardt now with 4 as Vanderwall sinks it. She's up to 10. Victoria Vanderwall having a great night.
Really just a solid supporting night. She's done a nice job of limiting turnovers as well. You know, I love what she's doing from the free throw line. Obviously, any coach loves when you can shoot it as well as she has tonight.
She's got 11. And a lead back to 14. Coming up on 1:30 left in the 3rd. Randall on the dribble drive. Nice soft touch.
That is her go-to. And again, you just think it's going to be a crazy circus shot, and she just finds the right touch off the glass to sink that wild lay-in.
On the jump stop, and a foul on the floor.
I don't think it matters. You're in the bonus.
Now it's just a matter who these fouls are on. That was on Braylee Springer. That's her 3rd foul. And O'Brien left it short. Very quiet night for Mallory O'Brien. Averages 12 a contest. And got that one to go.
Definitely not a big stat sheet night for her, but you know, early on she really set the pace with her ball handling and pushing that ball in transition, finding those open players and opening up that lead for Rossville.
13 the advantage. Randall all the way down the lane. And are they counting that?
I think so. I think you could have gone with a travel or a foul there. But credit Kinley Randall. I mean, she is getting downhill. She's attacking the basket, and she's getting to the free throw line.
They waved off the basket. Or no, they didn't. Okay. So they gave her the 2. So now Randall up to 7, looking for point number 8. And to close it within 10. For the 3rd straight time. Kinley Randall had a direct deposit at the bank, and she's got all 3 payments.
Carroll trying to up the pressure now.
That's Pascal on the drive. She'll kick it out. It's Cadence Roby back on the floor. Ball on the ground. O'Brien dives for it. We'll have a tie-up. Belongs to Carroll. A chance to cut this single digits. They led at the half by 16. Carroll's playing some inspired basketball here in the 3rd.
And right now it's just the hustle plays like we just saw there, loose balls, trying to contend a little bit more for some rebounds, and it's the effort that's bringing them back into this.
Ball on the ground. Pascal fights for it. We're going to have another tie-up.
Maybe a
They
foul.
called a foul. And that's on Eliza Reinhardt, and she'll have to sit down for the rest of the evening. That's a tough one.
Man, that is a tough one. You've still got a full quarter to play. Reinhardt, one of your stalwart players, an upperclassman, usually good for a rounded double-double. Going to make that comeback a little tougher for the Cougars now.
Autumn Pascal, the senior, looking for her first point. And got it. Eight Hornets in the book now. Sinks them both.
Those end of games, I mean, we're only in the third quarter, but as you get into the bonus, you know, those free throws become so massive. If they start missing some of those, you know, Carroll sneaks their way right back in, but they're doing a nice job of at least trying to get one of two.
2 blocks back to back. There are some Legos out there because we're having a block party. Burkle on the drive and a steal. Ball on the ground. Burkle ended up with it. Went all the way to the cup, couldn't finish. Roby there, got it.
Burkle looks injured, though, on the play there. Hobbled off towards the baseline. There's definitely some contact at the end there, but it was well done by Cadence Roby to just put it in almost at the buzzer.
The lead is 14. 8 more minutes of basketball left. Hoosier Heartland basketball right here on the IC Sports Network.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Back on the campus of Rossville High School. Game 1 of our doubleheader. This Hoosier Heartland Conference matchup. Girls tangled up with a 14-point advantage for the Lady Hornets. Boys to follow after this one. Both teams atop the Hoosier Heartland Conference. Rossville 4-0, Carroll 2-0 in the conference. O'Brien did everything, just couldn't get it to finish. And a foul early. That's on Adeline Fardy, and she's going to have to take a chair. Just 13 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Man. Both teams losing important pieces down the stretch here. We talked earlier about how Rossville's a little bit deeper, a little bit more widespread when it comes to scoring and some of the minutes they can use. But, you know, you talked about in the third quarter, Carroll suffering their first loss of the season. You wonder if there's a little bit of a residual effect there, trying to find their mojo again.
3 ball, nothing but cord. Braylee Springer, that's her second triple. And Carroll will just not go away.
Big time shot there, great ball movement.
Elliott, straightaway 3. Missed everything. And it's going to go for Carroll. Tonight's game brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, they rank #1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in the athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is #1 across the board in and around the community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more information or call them at 765-379-2990 and set up an on-site visit. On the 3-ball and all the way to the cup, Burkle answers. She hobbled off at the end of the third quarter, comes back, and has a chance at the 3-point play.
Yeah, and you said it, Carroll finally gets the lead down to single digits. And then Burkle just creating the contact into the paint there. They'll count the bucket, and she'll try and get the third from the line.
And can't do it. But Gorbett with the rebound, a tie-up. Carroll basketball.
Thought the momentum might be finally shifting a little bit in the fourth quarter towards the Cougars. But if there's someone that is going to take it back, it's Ava Burkle.
She's now up to 7. Here's a 3-ball. Off the iron, no good. Elliott with the rebound. O'Brien with it. Pull-up jumper. Couldn't get it to go. But another offensive rebound.
Yeah, second chances defensively are killing the Cougars. They're doing a nice job of getting the initial stop, but again,
Burkle got all the way to the line, uncontested, but couldn't finish. Another 3. Springer was fielding it, but left it short there.
That one was a little bit of a heat check there, but again, she's open. Good ball movement. They find her in transition. That's one they would have liked to have there.
Now Maddie Isley has to take a chair. That's her 5th foul. So she's going to join her teammate Eliza Reinhart on the bench for this remaining 6:02.
There's the shot there by the earlier one by Springer. You see why? I mean, give her a little bit of space, and she's a machine. That last one, though, just a little bit off target.
She hit one in the first, 2 in the second. She's up to 9. Well above her average at 5. Ball poked away, but Vanderwall comes away with it. Elliott in the paint. Little turnaround jumper. That was blocked. Jillian Saltz has 5 blocks on the evening.
And that is big time for Jillian Saltz and for the Carroll Cougars in general. You know, they haven't given Rossville very many easy touches down on the paint. And when they do, right there you see Jillian Saltz making her presence known with a few blocks on the evening.
There's a long 3. Off the backboard, didn't touch the rim. Elliott came away with the board, and here comes Burkle. That's Gorbett. Vanderwall with it, got poked away. Needs some help.
And interesting, you see Ava Burkle now being face guarded. The rest of Carroll is almost in that zone, and she was face guarding Burkle the entire time that possession.
Timeout call. Tonight's game brought to you by Healthy Communities of Clinton County, offering free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vapor cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, newborn care, education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. John Natali, Kristen Hazley, Sean Walker, Adam Clendenning on a very chilly Friday night. Just 6 days until Christmas morning. We were gifted a doubleheader here, and look at this.
Santa's
Down
elves.
there. Sean popped his way into the camera there. As Michael rings it out. Actually, the Jackson 5.
Yes.
Am I dating myself?
Nah. The future home of the Bears. Gary, Indiana.
There you go.
We'll take it. Indiana can have 2 football teams.
They don't have one yet.
The Care Bears. Ah.
After the injury to Daniel Jones, they're down one team. As I take a cheap shot at our producer, Sean Walker. But I know what he can come back with, so I'm just going to close my mouth as far as the team I root for.
Got to keep the ball moving here.
Chance to cut it to 8, maybe 7. All the way down the lane. Denied again by Burkle.
Yeah, and Rossville's just ready for her that time. They've seen her do it a few times. Stepping in, filling the lane there. Nowhere for Carroll to go.
Gorbett with the basketball. Ran into traffic. Ball tipped away. It'll stay with the Lady Hornets. Skip pass. Elliott going to try it. Off the back iron, no good. Allie Elliott has since cooled off with the quick 11, just 1 point here in the second half.
Oh, she wanted that one, hesitating a little bit.
Springer going to try it again. Left it long, but off of Gorbett. The lead 10 under 4. Saltz went up with the right, couldn't finish. Chases down her own rebound. Now she tries a 3. Off the backboard, no good. Didn't touch the rim. And here comes Burkle.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's quite panic time that big yet. You still want to be very efficient.
O'Brien leaves it short. Tough shooting night for 32. Springer left that one short.
They're gonna
like a push in the back on Audrey Richardson.
And just Rossville's doing a nice job of winning every race to the 50-50 balls right now. Carroll's gotten their hands on a few of them, just not able to secure them and turn it into points like Rossville's been able to do on the defensive end.
Steal here. Schroeder was wide open. Now the swing. And that ball thrown away. Every time Carroll gets a chance, and that may have clipped a Lady Hornet. The seat refs didn't like it. Good look underneath. Saltz, and it's going to go to the free throw line.
Starting to move the ball around the perimeter and finding that inside pass to Saltz. She does a nice job of just opening up those hips and diving down to the rim. Can't get it to go, but will have to go to the free throw line.
Saltz has got a dozen. The lead back in the single digits at 9. Chance to cut it to 8. They went into the half with a 16-point advantage, and it's been almost cut in half.
9 points with 3 minutes. That is not much.
And can't hit it, but Schroeder with the rebound goes up strong and got the friendly roll.
Schroeder turns it into a 3-point play there.
Schroeder's got 3 and the lead 7.
Trying to go for the double.
Vanderwall into the lane. Good floater with the right. And Vanderwall up with a baker's dozen at 13.
Beautiful poise there by Vanderwall. Finds her space into the paint. Has to lay it in. I don't even know if she gets the rim on that on the way down. A nice bucket there and much needed for Rossville.
Vanderwall leading all scorers with 13.
Take another look at it. You see they go to double and she's open. Just takes the space. A little bit of a lofted just kiss into the bottom of the net there.
Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside of Frankfort, the venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. They provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, Visit thewillowcreekbarn.com. With a couple seconds here, partner, since you're all festive, favorite Christmas movie?
Ooh, It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
I like the classics.
A classic.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a new Amazon one, Oh, What Fun. It's about moms and how they are the real magic behind Christmas.
Okay.
Big fan of my mom, so I'll throw that one up there, too.
We'll take it.
Michelle Williams in it. It was a good movie.
Carroll with the basketball. Down 9. They've cut it to 7.
Burkle's going to get the reach in there, and you saw instantly she pulled that hand back and knew, a little bit too much. She's just got to be a little bit more disciplined there and understand that she can just keep her from turning at that elbow.
4th team foul on Rossville. It's the 3rd on Burkle. Corner 3 no good. Gorbett fights for the rebound and gets it to the hands of Burkle.
Carroll's going to go for the trap now at the top of the key.
Hand off to Elliott.
Vanderwall's wide open.
Vanderwall to the cup. Got bothered. There's O'Brien with the putback.
Big time putback by O'Brien that time, and she can do it from behind the arc and from inside the paint.
Vanderwall with the steal. Needs some help. Tied up. Off the hands of Elliott. Over and back violation. Under 2.
Well, you felt like Carroll was maybe one shot. That three-pointer could have brought them to within 4, and then just a few giveaways, and Rossville all of a sudden is back up by 11.
Schroeder now up top. That's Randall. Lost it. Burkle ends up with the basketball. Gorbett will hand it off to O'Brien. O'Brien's got 9. In some trouble. And they're just going to work this basketball, take off as much time as they can.
Yeah, John, you mentioned, in the second half, Rossville's offense kind of slowing down a little bit. They're still going to score about their average there, a little bit over. But, it's interesting is Rossville's defense really stepped up when their offense stalled out. So that balance was what they were able to keep that comfortable lead throughout the 3rd and 4th quarter.
That's a 3rd on Saltz. Randall picked up that first foul. That's her 4th. And that'll put Rossville on the bonus. Gorbett misses the front end. Gorbett averaged 10 a night coming into this one. Only has the 2. And gets point number 3.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this Rossville team play a few games now, obviously meshing more and more. Oh, there's another one from the corner from Riley.
Rayleigh Springer has a dozen on 4 threes. Tied for the team lead with Saltz.
Well, now you put the full court pressure on. Try and get a steal, a couple quick, easy baskets. But again, when we saw Carroll put that pressure on in the first half, it was Mallory O'Brien that just stayed so poised under the pressure and picked that press apart.
.107. Carroll not quite out of it, but they're going to have to work fast. And Rossville has somewhat struggled at the line, so they'll see what they do here out of the timeout.
As Rossville continues to get deeper into the season, and Carroll as well, you'll learn different things about your team, but if you're looking at this one as a potential postseason matchup, such as a sectional final again, there's one thing that Coach Jacoby is not going to be happy about, and that's the free throw percentage. Not only overall, but especially at the end of these games when you're really trying to close out your opponents.
Gorbett to inbound, full court pressure from Carroll. Burkle's got it, and there's the foul. That'll be on Schroeder. That'll be her second, and it'll send Ava Burkle to the line. Next up for Carroll is they're hosting the Carroll tournament, which begins Monday. They'll take on the University Trailblazers. And then Rossville's got a way to go. They don't play again until January 2nd in the Delphi tournament.
Well, happy Christmas break, I guess, then, to Carroll.
Yeah, and a Happy New Year.
Or was it Rossville?
Rossville.
Rossville. We'll have a much-deserved break. Like I've been saying, you know, really starting to mesh and come together and play some really nice basketball, Rossville is.
The swing, good hustle by Vanderwall. Victoria Vanderwall leading all scores with 13.
They've been a lot of just hustle points, to be honest with you. You know, obviously doing a nice job of knocking down the open shots, but she's been in on a lot of plays that she didn't necessarily have to be involved in.
That shot was long by Schroeder, and out of bounds, it'll belong to Rossville. 38.6 left, the advantage 9. Rossville looking to go 11-1, and the Carroll Cougars in danger of going 9-2 and 2-1 in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. Burkle back to the line. She could very well be in double digits, but her free throw shooting has hurt her. Just a 60% free throw shooter, and got that one.
Yeah, I thought she did a really nice job of controlling the post early on. And then as we saw some different defenses from Carroll, they kind of went away from some of that combination play and found her more in a slashing or cutting motion. Still did a nice job of getting into the paint and down to the block, but you said it, the free throws there could have been much helpful.
Off the iron, no good. Burkle with another rebound. There's O'Brien. 11-point advantage. Carroll deciding not to foul. And Rossville will dribble this basketball out. Rossville dominated early. Carroll gave it a good run, but just not enough offense. As the Rossville Lady Hornets move to 11-1 overall, 5-0 in the Hoosier Heartland Conference. And Carroll suffers their first conference loss, and they fall to 9-2 on the season. Welcome to our postgame show, brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Kristen, when it started off to 16, we thought it was going to be a complete blowout. Carroll hung in there for a long time, but just not enough offensive chemistry and continuity to break into that original 16-point lead.
Yeah, they did a nice job of hanging around, and they played some good defense. They created some turnovers. Ultimately, you know, did not take good enough care of the ball on the offensive end, gave up too many offensive rebounds for the Hornets, and in general, you know, just had a slower night from Jillian Saltz and some of their higher offensive power weapons.
It's our player of the game, brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles. You had 3 players coming to this one averaging double digits, and the one that led all scores with 13 was the junior guard, Victoria Vanderwall.
Yeah, and how about a breakout game for Victoria Vanderwall? You said it, the junior only averaging 3.7 points per game, and right away blew that out of the water. What I loved about it was the way she did it, attacking the rim. There you see a nice little spot-up shot, but she's not afraid to drive on her defender and get into the paint to either create something else for one of her other teammates, or, as we see here, this beautiful little floater lay-in, go ahead and go for the hoop herself.
Game number 1 of our doubleheader in the books. We'll come back with number 2 as tonight's game was brought to you in parts by Dangan Funeral Home, putting family first. Healthy communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. By Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. By Rossville Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And by the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Kristen Hazley, and our entire ISC Sports Network group, I'm John Natali. Your final for the girls at Rossville High School. The Rossville Lady Hornets 60-49 over the Carroll Cougars. Game 2 coming up right here on the ISC Sports Network.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.